Hi guys, and welcome to the second ever episode of Game Chat, the show where we talk about the hottest gaming news, as Corey likes to say. But yeah, we'll just... I'm Chris, and with me in the room we got Kate, and on Discord we have Jamie.
Hello.
And Corey.
Hi!
So different responses then. So we're going to move straight on to the news of the last few weeks. And first we're going to do the big news drop of Overwatch.
Oh, me for
Over to you, Kate.
Okay. this is the only reason I'm here. I can return to my slumber. Okay. I'm sure everyone's seen the hamster.
Mental hamster.
Not feeling it myself personally.
Sam.
I love it. I think it's great.
I don't. There's something about it I'm not feeling. I don't really agree with it. But anyway, Hammond, codename Wrecking Ball. He's a tank.
With good reason.
He's a tank, and his abilities are quad cannons, which are automatic assault weapons.
They're weak.
He's
shit.
Yeah, but so is a Divas, so it's the same sort of thing. Yeah?
He's
Not Divas are way more powerful.
Yeah, but she can't.
Do you know what? At the end of the day, he's going to freeze like everybody else, so it's not really none of my business. His ult is Minefield, and it deploys...
He doesn't freeze like everybody else.
He will.
When he's in his ball.
He will.
Not on BTR, he doesn't.
He'll die. He will die, Jamie. I'll make sure of it, because I'm against it, and I don't like it.
I love him. I think he's great.
He's ridiculously broken right now.
They always are when they first come into the game.
But this is like, we were playing it last night, we were playing a bit of PCR last night, and on certain maps it's just like, what the hell? It's bullshit. It's what the hell.
They'll nerf the shit out of him before he gets to
exactly.
the
It always
actual
happens.
His ult's on Minefield.
They need to... Sorry. Say that again.
His ult's Minefield, and it deploys floating proximity mines.
That's fine.
You
can shoot them. You can shoot them. That's fine.
It's fine. They cover like a lot of ground.
He's got a grappling claw like Widow, and he just swings around shit. It's bullshit.
Literally.
It's everything that he can
Makes
do.
him a fiery ball of death. It's great.
Bullshit.
That's the bit that needs nerfing. They need to add collision to the chain, so that if he hits something with the chain, it then folds around where the chain is hitting rather than where it's anchored onto.
So like fold around a Pharaoh in the air.
It does damage.
No.
And it does knock back as well.
The actual massive geometry. So at the moment, when he attaches to something in the middle, so there's a point, it's got like a pole in the middle of it, and he attaches to it, he can just forever keep going around that pole. He doesn't wrap around the pole or anything.
Even if his chain is clearly should be hitting things just to make him stop, he doesn't at the moment. I don't know if it's a limitation in game engine though, and the physics in the engine.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
that'll take away the point of that though. If he just wraps around the pole and he's done in like a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
although he can't slam through May's ice wall through that, so he just sits up and dead, and then everyone else to shoot him.
Well, I guess we know how we're dealing with that situation.
I don't know if you can freeze him when he's in his ball, because I kept trying
to get him close enough to do that.
Jamie, everything freezes. Everything.
But he wouldn't freeze. He wouldn't slow down or anything while I was trying to freeze him.
He's got that magic touch, Jamie. He can roll.
Magic touch.
He can roll to increase his maximum movement speed, and the videos I've seen of that doesn't seem like it runs out. It seems like you can literally do it as long as you want.
It's like soldiers sprint, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what?
I don't think you can.
I believe that a soldier can run for a long period of time.
So yeah, but it's just basically him running like a hamster.
No,
it's the same thing. He's sprinting in there.
If soldier runs into you, he doesn't knock the F out of you, does he? So come on. He's got another attack called Pile Driver, which is just him slamming into the ground. He's basically Doomfist. He just slams into the ground, knocks you out. He's got adaptive shields, right? Now, this is some BS as well.
No.
So he puts his shields up, right? They're only temporary, but the more enemies that are around him, the stronger the shields are. That's BS.
Oh, that's why you can get up to 1,000 HP.
I don't, like, the initial thing of him being a hamster, I wasn't feeling. And then the more I see about him, he's broken as shit.
That makes no really difference whether he's a hamster or not. You've
I was
got
like,
a talking fucking monkey.
That's what Elliot said to me, and I was like, shut up, Elliot.
You've got a scientist monkey. I mean, it's not, beyond believable that you could have an evil hamster.
So, a few of... obviously, we've got the looking for groups and endorsement, but let's just get all the hero changes out of the way, because there's so many. So, McCree's been buffed again. Bit of BS. It doesn't matter.
I've got 200 meter.
Yeah, literally. Do you know what though? It's not going to matter because, again,
Well, most maps aren't that big, so it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
if there's a nice wall in front of his face, it's not Deadeye and no one, is there? Doomfist's Meteorite Strike is like 50% faster. His passive shields have gone from like I think it was like 30% now to 35%. So he's got more shields basically. They're trying to make it so people actually play him how he's meant to be played. Like go in, kill someone, jump out, rather than just like jumping in and dying.
Yeah, that's
Essentially.
usually what happens.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
likes Doomfist normally, do
But
they?
that's the same though, like when
Might actually give him a reason to play
people
now.
play him right, he's really effective, but people don't play him right.
Yeah.
Not that I
Majority,
play him,
anyway.
but Orisa, she gets her ult 15% faster.
What's her ult again?
The
super thing.
what does she say when she puts it down? It's the bongo drum
the,
that like
the green thing.
Yeah.
it makes everyone.
Puts out the
Is
green.
it gather around for special attack?
That's the one.
That, yeah, right.
It like boosts your team, but what they're saying is like no one's using it.
I use it.
No. What they said is that they're making it 15% faster because they want people to actually use it.
Oh, right. Okay.
But what they're saying is people aren't using it as often as they could because it takes so long to get.
So
So
keeping
people
it
are
for
holding
those
it for choke, which I always do that. I
I
hold
always
it
do
for
that with
clutch.
supers anyway. Unless you tracer, you don't need to.
We'll leave Sombra. Sombra's got some stuff going on, but no one knows when it's coming. So apparently what they're going to do to Sombra is they're going to make it so she can stay invisible and she can translocate infinitely.
Well, that's shit.
Uh,
Hang on.
No,
so
hang
she's
on.
constantly invisible. Huh?
so she, because they want her to be like a scout infiltrator.
Right.
But you can't hurt anyone.
They've given you
So if you
the,
get shot, you still become uninvisible.
Yeah.
That's right.
you can't hold a point while you're invisible. You have to be visible. They've given the option to destroy the translocator so you can move it somewhere else. Because obviously,
Oh, that's good.
people have wanted that for a while. Again, it's a thing that's been mentioned on the forums, but no one knows when it's coming.
Oh, okay. So Jeff's just like thinking about it.
But it's a game changer though. They want it because they want it to be used for what they probably envisioned should be used for. Because they want it to be like an infiltrator, like go around
Do
the
you know what
back.
she's useful now to get to a point quick?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
With her invisible speed and translocating.
Oh,
so
that's
quick.
that's been changed. It's now 50% instead of 75% because I said that was too OP
For what?
for how fast she moves.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Well, I'm
It's
saying
too
now,
OP because you get to the
like
point stupid fast.
whenever it comes, the person that got the most was Symmetra. It was a total rework. It is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Some of it's cool, some of
It's
pissed me off.
cool. It's cool, but okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing everyone's talking about is you have to go bind the teleporter in your own control system. Because
What?
now, when you go up to the teleporter, you have to press a button to use it, an action button.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it's not initially bound.
Isn't that might be just a PC thing though?
No, because Nathan has to do it on
Oh, did it?
PlayStation, yeah. Apparently, you
That's
get like a
stupid.
thing that comes up when you play it. I don't know. I've been watching Netflix for like 8 days straight, so I don't know. But so apparently, you got to go that, and everyone is the same. You have to press an action button to go for the teleporter, I assume. I don't know.
Oh, so you have to bind a button for everybody?
No, I think you just bind it for Symmetra. I don't know about everyone else. I'm not sure.
I say, because like, does everyone have any buttons left?
Have no idea. Honestly, I haven't played it. I don't know. This is
That's
just
alright.
what I've seen.
I got lots of buttons.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
PC.
yeah, but like on the consoles I'm on about, does anyone have any buttons left?
Her proton projector doesn't lock on anymore. Sorry, get good.
God damn it.
But they've increased the range to 10 meters.
Does it still get more powerful?
It takes twice as long to charge, but it does do more damage.
I'm not doing Symmetra now.
Also, when you shoot it at a
No, no, it's not
barrier,
auto aim. Chris isn't doing it. Watch
literally,
it.
that's probably most of the people
The
that play
second you
Symmetra.
fire now,
Come
she's
on.
explosive balls.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
faster.
They're
good.
faster and they're doing more damage. When you shoot,
Splash damage as well.
when you do because they've changed it to from normal damage to explosive damage.
Good.
When you shoot a barrier with her beam, you gain ammo back.
What?
Her ultimate is now a giant barrier, like
That's sick.
literally a
Like, you can hold her and
giant
choke with her.
barrier.
Yeah,
It
shit.
is
That's
ridiculous.
Can you shoot out of her barrier? That's
Yeah,
it.
of course you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's how long does it last though?
I don't know.
Is it strong?
You can just walk through it though.
No, like, is it strong though?
Yeah.
Is it a strong? Does it last long?
I think it's got
It's strong.
5,000 health points. I think.
That's just reminiscent of the Star Wars Episode 1 when they have to walk
Yeah,
through the thing, literally.
The turrets, there's now 3 of them instead of 6 of them. She like throws them at the wall and they stick like
That's good.
You launch them.
Because the amount of times you want to get up to a point that you physically can't get to.
But however, right, they say, oh, we've made it down for 3 from 6. They actually do more damage, and how much they slow you down by it has increased.
You know what it is? It's
So-
more about controlling a smaller area than the larger area.
Her teleporter is now just an ability. It's got a 25 metres range, so like wherever you can see, you can put it. One appears where you're looking, one appears at your feet, and it's more to do with getting people to a point.
Through chokes. That's a good idea.
It lasts for 10 seconds, but apparently there's a 3-second cooldown of it.
So if everyone just goes, right,
That
on me, jump through a teleporter,
That
let's
sounds
go.
really OP. I reckon they'll slow that down. It's got 300 health.
Yeah. If you have a good team dynamic, you can literally place it and everyone teleports at the same time. They haven't got a chance.
Everyone's through.
Also, this is the best
But
part.
then again, as the opposite team for that,
You can just
you
destroy
focus on that one point. They're all coming through at the same time, you know what I mean?
You can send
Send it
through.
one hot through first. Jump.
Oh, you can send through. Junkrat's Riptire, David Exploding Mech.
Can you send
Bastion.
through Hanzo's Super?
I
Because
really
that'd be
hope so.
fucking sick.
Some like portal shit going on. I
Literally.
hope so. It'd be cool.
That's pretty cool, like, but she ain't getting fucking kills. So, does she get assists for that?
She
though?
probably would get an assist because she got them to that place.
She's more of a support now.
You'd hope
She's
she gets assists for that, yeah.
Is she still in the healing category?
Wow, there's a big
No,
shake
she's been
up.
attacker character.
There's a big
Is she
shake
really?
up. They have made offense and defense just one like
So long, eh?
thing.
That's just attackers in it, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've got support. Is it support, tank, and just attack?
Yeah.
That's it.
So, yeah.
Oh, no.
So where's Torbjorn sit then support?
Attack?
Attack?
Yeah, it's support, attack,
Damage in it.
heal. I don't know. I haven't played for ages. Leave me alone.
Hold on.
I can load it up right now. Yeah.
Download it right now.
We've also got some new I don't know what you want to call them, mechanics in the game. I don't know. Looking for groups.
That's a good thing.
So you can create or find a customised group, play in a role that you want to play, group up with like-minded players. So when you go into this, I watched a guy make a group on this video, and you can control the game type. So you can say, I want to go in arcade,
Halo.
com,
Oh, right, okay.
quick play. If you need them to be on the voice chat channel or not,
That's a good thing, because that's annoying when
you
you're
can
not.
turn on or off
Can you just lie, though?
in
Here
force
we go.
role.
I've got it. So just step back a second. It's tank, damage, and support is what we have now.
There you go.
Tank damage and support. So all the defense and the attack are all in one now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
They need to move, like, the turret.
It's meant
Potions, attack and defense.
It's meant to used to be support, which is now attack. Which is now damage.
They need to move,
Yeah.
like...
It's just weird when you consider she's probably more support now than she ever was.
the turret people need their own fucking category. There's enough of them now. You know what I mean?
There's 2. Oh, there's 3. If you put some extra in there as well.
Yeah.
You
But
can.
before with... Because Thingy can still count the turret. Can he move when he's shooting? Hammond. Or is he just like a...
Is he limited like Leon in Resident Evil 4? Or
No.
can he walk? I don't know.
No, can he walk around and shoot like
I have
Reaver
no
can?
idea.
Or is it more... He stops, shoots, and then rolls?
God, I hope so. Little bitch.
You know when you guys know you played as him?
What's that?
You know Hammond? Yeah.
Yeah.
When he shoots, can he move at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's not... Okay. See, I thought it'd be like a roll, get out, turret, roll. You know what I mean?
No. He can shoot him.
He can walk without going into the role.
Is he fast?
Resident Evil 4.
Or slow?
He's not fast. He's probably about the same speed as Diva.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's basically just like
Or a little bit slower, maybe.
He is a bit... It's a bit of a
He's
copy of
Hamtaro.
Diva, really, isn't it?
He's Hamtaro in a mech. That's
No,
what he
Diva's
No, but like,
Oh my
you
God,
can,
what's
there's
that?
a lot of similarities. You can't say there's not. There is.
is. We'll see.
Very
There is.
similar in style.
but okay.
Between who and who?
Hammond and Diva, like, in terms of, like,
The only reason you're saying that is
Style.
because it's someone piloting a mech.
no, but, like, The roles.
He's literally
is basically
made
the
up.
same as
He's
her, like,
made up as
speed
of everybody.
speed.
He's got a grapple like Widowmaker. He's got an attack like Doomfist.
Yeah,
he's
but
got a
Widowmaker's
mech like
grapple. She
Diva.
can't fucking spin around the fucking thing, can
Well,
she?
maybe she should. And justice for Widowmaker.
Yeah, to be fair, the only similarity between Shed's Diva is that he's got a lot of health. And
He's got the. Well, sure, I imagine the roles
he's
more
got
like.
shield, but it's different. to Diva's.
I imagine the roles similar to like when Diva can use the thing to fire, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. The boosters.
Boosters.
I imagine
His
that's similar.
little grapple is pretty cool because it's not like you just shoot it and you just go there. It does it has a lot of physics movement, so you swing around and stuff, and like you can swing up onto a ledge.
You can swing around a whole fucking payload. Not a whole payload. You could actually, but a whole.
Nah, you couldn't.
Can you grapple onto the payload?
grapple's not long enough to swing around the payload, or does
Is
it?
it not?
Or does it not work like that? Is it like bullshit physics?
Bullshit physics.
Oh,
It's bullshit physics.
Oh, okay.
No, it's pretty bullshit a lot of times.
Because the chain passes through stuff without, like, changing any swing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
I'm not
The
feeling
ball of death around the payload.
Not
That's
feeling
going to be a thing now.
I don't know if that will happen with the payload. You might not be able to grapple on. Can Widowmaker grapple to the payload?
Yeah.
Can
Right,
she?
I'm pretty sure she can.
I don't play Widowmaker. What are you talking
I've
about?
played a few times. I think I'm pretty sure I've grappled onto the payload.
One shot, one kill.
I
Yeah.
could be wrong, but I don't know. It'd be interesting when I actually get a chance to play as him. When he eventually comes to console, he's been buffed.
Fixed.
Well, not buffed.
Nerfed.
Sorry.
Severely.
Yeah. Where he's just a little hamster without a mech now. They probably take the mech away.
Yeah, good. They should.
Where were you anyway with the Symmetra?
No, we moved on to looking for groups.
Oh yeah, that's it. I think that's a good thing.
You can control if you want people in a group to be able to
Yeah.
invite players
Other
they
people.
know.
Yeah.
You can have a minimum endorsement level. We'll talk about endorsements in a minute. You can have there's the 6 players, obviously, that you will have, and you can choose role preferences. So you want like 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 attack. Blah blah
Can
blah.
you choose whether they can change out of that class or not?
Well, this is the thing, right? Because when Nathan was originally telling me about this enforced role, I thought that was a bit stupid. Because
It depends on the
obviously,
circumstances.
when sometimes you need to pull some magic to
Yeah.
win, and if you're locked into one class, you can't do that as effectively.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but on when I watch that guy make the group, you can enforce the role, or you can choose not to. But obviously, if it's enforced and you say you want to be a healer, or a support, you've got to be a support for as long as you play in that group.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not feeling that.
What's quite cool as well is the new endorsement system that they've brought in. They've got endorsements now. Have you seen these?
Yeah, I've got it. Go on, take it away. Go.
You've got the endorsements now. You have good team. What is it now? You have good team player. You have all the shots.
Is there a
Shot caller, good
is there the
teammate,
opposite?
sportsmanship.
Is there an opposite of endorsement?
God, I wish
like
there was.
knobhead.
Yeah.
You know.
As far as there isn't one way you can like push players away, but I think that's just like normal reporting on
Avoid
the player. Because
teammate.
on that you can select if you don't want to play them again.
What's the opposite of endorsement? Disendorsement.
I don't know.
Dick
Endorsement.
endorsement. Like the knobhead category.
You can give
AFK category.
You can give 3 per match. One player gets 1 each. Obviously, you can't give all 3 to the same player. And
Can't give you friends.
when you give it to a person that you cannot give that same person another endorsement for 12 hours. So if we all
24
played, we just couldn't keep spamming on each other. You have to wait.
24 hours, I think.
I think
Yeah.
obviously, if I give you one, then in the next match someone else can give you one. That's not a problem. It's just you can't give the same person the same endorsement again and again.
That's fair. You just move it around your group of friends.
I think. Do you know what though? Like,
You can't give them to your friends, Chris.
see, I watched.
What?
I have
Oh.
not. I have not seen
No.
that. I have not.
So that's all
seen
you,
that
if you
being
could, that's what you'd ever do, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't play with strangers, so I'm not going to get no endorsements.
Do you know what though? I think it's like you could be. How many times have you tried to do something on Overwatch? Like, so you've tried to be like, let's set up here,
Yeah,
let's
no,
do this, let's do
yes.
that, and nobody does it. You could be the best shot caller in the game, and you could know how to win, but if no one listens to you, you ain't getting no endorsements, are you?
Mm-hmm.
I think them are too. I don't know. I think they're too specific.
Yeah.
And the sportsmanship one, it's like, like didn't get mad, played nicely. How do you know? How you
Yeah,
gonna
if they're
know?
on mic, you know if they got mad or not.
Yeah, but like, as if it's like, he's not getting an endorsement because he didn't wave to me in the spawn room. I don't know.
That's going to be a thing.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll do that. If they that game, yeah.
I used to do that when I played Mercy, like on quick play. If someone didn't wave to me in the spawn room, I wouldn't give them here. Now they've changed some of the maps as well, but nothing really that exciting.
Which one's changed?
The Lunar Colony, obviously, because it's all to do with Hammond.
What was changed?
There's green everywhere now. Didn't know there was that much green in the whole
Does he
galaxy.
spurt green or something?
No, there's like, obviously there's grass everywhere. Apparently there's some like marks from him. I don't know. I haven't played
It
it.
should be like sawdust everywhere.
The Junkertown one, apparently they've took the Junkertown's weapon, the Junkertown Queen's weapons away, and that's why everyone thought she was the next hero. Because the weapons are gone from the throne room.
So is it, who does he side with?
It says he's looking for adventure, so I don't,
See, I thought he might be one of Junkertown's champions.
no, because
Not.
I think, because he's genetically engineered, so he must come from the same place as Winston. I wanted him to be Talon, to be honest,
The
but I
lunar
don't think
base,
he
that's
is.
why the lunar base has changed. That makes complete sense now.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Hmm.
Not feeling it myself, but it's too late. It's coming, so.
I don't know, I'll give it a go. He'll get.
HAMSTER. Be part of talent.
Yeah, why
He
not?
seems evil as fuck, so that would make sense, wouldn't it?
He's Overwatch now.
Yeah, literally. I wanted him to be like I wanted Doomfist to
See,
answer to him.
Winston's the experiment gone right, where he's a good guy and all that, and then Hammond's going to be the experiment gone wrong, where
You
become
evil
a dickhead.
bastard calling Winston an experiment.
he's an experiment. He is. He was an experiment, wasn't
We're
he?
not friends anymore, Chris. You can't speak about Winston that way.
Or what am I supposed to call him? He's not a normal monkey, is he?
A person.
He's not a person. Person is a human being.
He talks. He has feelings. He has thoughts.
You
he
can shut up, because when we watch
Therefore-
Westworld, you're always on about how they
They're
feel
not
and shit, so
people.
shut up. If
I said
Winston's
they
not
feel,
like-
but they're not
if
people.
Winston's done more for this world than any of us, okay?
Oh god, okay, well that's basically it.
Yeah, that's over. That's
An
half an hour
unenthusiastic
Overwatch,
roundup
guys.
of all the stuff that they've decided to patch in.
I'm actually looking forward to playing that tonight now.
Oh, apparently there's some concerns that Orissa's gonna be dropped.
Dropped. Like
People
completely,
aren't going to play as her.
Oh.
Because,
Like Doomfist.
well, they're saying now Symmetra can literally bring the whole crew past any choke. They're like,
What's the
there's no
point,
point in having an Orissa.
Bring everyone onto Orissa though. That would
I
work.
don't know. I guess we'll see. I like Orissa, I play as her a lot, but that's the, like,
Get behind her.
the chatter online is people are like, there's no point in having an Orissa now. So, I guess we'll find out.
We'll see. Some people
We will
persevere. Like Orissa mains will just persevere and like.
I love
doing this.
Orissa. I think she's really useful, but to be fair, you could say that about anyone that can hold a choke.
Yeah.
If they can teleport behind the choke, what's the point in even trying to hold the choke, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one. But she get points for that though.
You're not going to hold a choke with that attitude,
She got
are you?
points for a teleport being used before. I'm sure
God,
she
no.
gets them now. Hopefully she gets more.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's got to
'Cause,
see
like,
it though, she's got to
That's
be
a
able to see.
sick move.
And if she's got to be able to see, so she's kind of got to be in your line of sight. And if
you
you,
know when
see
she
her
puts the
like,
first
summoning
bit
it-
down, she can't move and then look around the corner to where she wants it.
No, she looks and she points where she wants to
So it's
teleport.
just big straight line.
And she presses the button, and as soon as they both drop, but the other one always drops at her feet, so you can literally start shooting the ground to destroy that one before she's even probably
Oh,
finished the
so-
animation. Normally,
Really?
you can.
But
anyway.
they
She
still have the
gets-
same health as the old ones.
Is she?
No,
So
it's got 300 now.
pretty-
It's gone less.
So if she
Yeah, I
gets,
tried to shoot one yesterday.
in theory, if she gets onto a high point, everyone can just, and she looks down at the payload or down at the point, everyone can just teleport from up there onto the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do you know what though? Like, what if you put like an
That's
ice
pretty
wall across the teleporter? Can they not come through?
No, they'll come through.
No, like
It's
can
a
you put it
teleporter, it's
like?
not.
Can you put an ice wall like through it?
I doubt it.
Hmm.
I doubt it'll let you afterwards.
If Hammond's got a chain that goes for everything, like it's bloody Shadowcat from X-Men, why can't I put an ice wall over
Because
teleporter?
Overwatch 6, because Jeff won't let you. Has she got? She not got a shield thing now? Is that still a thing? Or
No, she doesn't throw it.
Well, she throws it
She's
now.
got- no, she doesn't. That's
no,
gone.
no. What I mean, the
Oh, the shield generator.
Proton
the
power.
shield
No,
generator.
the shield generator has not been mentioned, so I assume
It's
it's gone.
just gone.
It's not there anymore, I don't
It's not
think.
there.
no.
To really do much, they did it.
I don't know, it made you a bit OP for a while.
Yeah, but like.
Junkrat's voice line
It did.
is gone.
You know about Chris? It gave everyone on the team within range an extra 75
Yeah.
health.
No, but like,
Jamie's like, don't you talk about Symmetra that way.
The teleport thing was bad. But yeah, I think
You should have Torbjorn as well. That meant every one of your team got an extra 150 health.
If you put Torbjorn's turret
Massive.
at one side of the teleport,
Oh
but
my
it's come
God.
out from the other side of the teleport.
we'll find out.
No, okay, I don't think so. That'd be a bit much.
That'd be so cool.
Just throw his turret through the
That'd
teleport.
be so sick. Anyway, sorry, carry on. Please carry on.
Right, should we move on from Overwatch?
That's the only reason you got me out of bed, wasn't it? Because I was the only person that knew
you
all the
know
shit
a bit more about
Overwatch.
this as well. With Bethesda are suing Warner Brothers
Oh,
because they made a Westworld game, which is basically Fallout Shelter.
No, the main reason was because it has the same bugs.
It has the exact same bugs.
Yeah,
So
that's
they're
fine.
actually using
Yeah,
our fucking
that's
code.
Literally,
Yeah.
Bethesda come out and they were like, we know you're using our code because you had the same bugs that we had on the first day. It's like, yeah, that's how good your games are.
Yeah, but you know what? They're known for bugs. It makes sense.
I love that Westworld game. I've been
Does anyone,
playing
so
it.
do people know how this happened? With,
Yeah, it's-
how they got obviously the code.
The
and
company
everything?
that made it are the people that were helping make
Shelter.
Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, it's the same
They
team.
left
They
us,
use the
didn't
same because they licensed it out to a third-party developer,
Yeah.
and then Warner Bros did the same thing, and then that developer for whatever reason just used the same code. So you're not allowed to do that. It's not yours. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you.
I've been
Yeah.
playing the Westworld game for like a week straight.
This lawsuit is going to be a smash get. It's going to be like Warner Brothers have nowhere to stand on this. It's just so obvious.
How do you reckon it's
Warner
gonna...
Brothers will probably then go and sue the middleman company that did it.
The little company probably.
The
Yeah, but to
company
be fair,
they- the
it's
company
their fault. They shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Why don't they make a proper Westworld game for consoles?
Because that won't happen.
GG.
See, it is obviously wrong what they've done. But, like, at the end of the day, like, people are still playing that Westworld game. It's doing really well. So people are going to get pissed off when one day it's just suddenly doesn't
I love
exist.
it. Every time I'm playing it and something freezes, I'm like, oh my god, this is it. Bethesda's taking it down.
It will get taken down.
Don't say that, Corey, because I've
It will
caught
either
it.
get-
Enjoy it while you can.
It will either get taken down, or they'll force
Bethesda
Warner Brothers
will
to pay them a fuckload of money
Probably.
to use that. Because Westworld's like an important, like, it's a big thing. Like,
It's the best.
Westwood is, but the game isn't.
no, I know, but like, no, the game's doing well.
Corey, that's the only game I've played in the last like week. Okay, so just don't take it.
So
away from me.
I personally don't think.
It's not like it's going to not survive without the game.
No,
But
I
we'll see
know.
what Bethesda want to do.
But I think the game will get taken down. I reckon it will just either have to change a lot, or they'll just pay Bethesda a fuckload of money.
Isn't it like the kind of game that it is though? If you have to change, it's literally going to have to become a totally different
Yeah.
game because it's
Well,
like
No.
I don't know
You know
how-
what, though? It's the
If they have
same.
used the code from a different game in that game and have to remove that code, they're going to have to build the game from new.
Yeah,
I never played Fallout Shelter, but I assume it's basically the same game.
it's the same fucking game.
Yeah.
Like when you showed me, I was like,
It's convenient.
it's the same game. Like the animation, it's the fucking same. It's weird. I was like, were you playing Fallout Shelter? You're like, no, I'm playing Westworld. I'm like, what?
I'm like full. I got my control room to like full level 20. All my buildings are max level, and then Bethesda are going to take all my hard work away from me. I'm not happy.
If I suddenly have to go to the door, it's because my package has come. It's 8 stops away, so
Oh.
I'm
We also
so
have a
busy.
package coming. Which I said.
But yeah,
Race.
I think
So you get to here first.
yeah, I think Warner. I don't know. I think the game will be alright. It's just yeah.
I like
It is
it.
wrong.
I'm enjoying it, so
It's-
hope it doesn't get
funny.
taken away.
It is funny that the bugs is how they worked out that it's their code.
Pretty much.
It is, yeah. It's like, what a Bethesda way to find out something. This shit's broken! It can only be us!
Literally. Right,
Oh, well, anyway.
moving
Alright,
on.
what's next on the docket?
We got the crossplay
Controversy.
controversy with Fortnite and Sony and all that.
Yeah, we'll see. Because what they've said there, it's still very vague. They haven't outright said, yeah, we're going to support
from
it.
the
We're going to do something that people agree with. We'll see.
from the start of it, like people only realised when they went to play Fortnite on their Switch, and they've already got an Epic account on
Yep.
PlayStation, and it just locked
Exactly
you
that
out of
happened to
playing
me.
on anything else. It happened to me as
Yeah.
well, and I'm just like, well, that's annoying because you can it's cross-play with Xbox, PC, and
Switch.
So everyone else is falling in line apart from Sony.
Yeah.
And it's so typical of Sony at the moment in terms of their attitude towards we've won, we're the best, we don't. They're all for the gamers. It's like it seems at the moment they're not, and it's like it's just
that's not for the gamers at all.
It's not because the gamers want crossplay. I mean, not even crossplay. Even if they did, so like
you could just
cross
use your
progression.
Yeah,
that would be something. Like the fact that you can keep all your stuff that you got on Fortnite on your PlayStation and play it on Switch with the same account. That'd be fine. Not necessarily the crossplay would have to be a thing. But like what a lot of people are doing is instead they're just moving off of PlayStation
onto the Switch
and having their main account now as the Switch one or which they can play across Xbox and PC. PlayStation are like, but you can play here. We're like, we've got the most Fortnite players. And like, but eventually, like, if everyone does that, you're not gonna, and you'll lose out at the end of the day because people.
The thing is that now Sony's going to be like, it's now Sony Fortnite players against Xbox, Switch, and PC. And once you combine all those three, I doubt they do actually have more than the other three combined.
Exactly.
So now one's basically one big platform, the three of them, and then Sony's on their own.
Exactly. And
don't forget you have the Android and iOS.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Switch and everything. But that's going to be by far the biggest one because every fucker is going to have it on a mobile phone.
So it's literally like it's a big.
It's not even like Sony can go, oh well, if you want to play with your friends, you got to buy a PlayStation because no one's going to buy.
They did say that they can't originally said that. They're like, why would you want to play near us?
Who's going to be like, oh my mate plays Fortnite on PlayStation. I'm going to go out and get a PlayStation just so I can play Fortnite. No. You're going to pick it on your mobile phone and you're going to play on your own for free because you already have a mobile phone.
Against Switch players, against Xbox players, against PC players.
Fortnite is not a Last of Us. It's not going to sell a console. It's
you say that. They're doing console bundles with Fortnite and it's a free game.
It's PUBG with bloody Telltale photo on it. Like... It's not.
Yeah, you know what? Though, it's the biggest game since Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
At the moment.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
That's fun.
And it's a worldwide phenomenon at the moment. And
Pokemon Go was a worldwide phenomenon for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but this has lasted a bit longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah, but this has gone out for like 6 months.
Yeah, but how long till the next Battle Royale game?
Well, we'll see what happens with
that everybody
Battlefield.
loves. You know what I mean? It's like nah.
It's about to become a very saturated market. Yeah.
But
the thing is, it's going. Yeah, no. But the thing that Fortnite's got going for it is that
it's free.
Everyone's now already got it, and it's free, and that's the two biggest things.
Yeah.
Look, people are going to stick with it because they already know it. Look, a Battle Royale game might come out it was all for free, and it's technically way better, but people don't know it, so people are going to get into it. People are going to get into the game and instantly start winning like they can on Fortnite if they're good at it. So they're just not going to bother.
But the quote from Sony about the crossplay stuff is like some guy from Eurogamer asked them like straight out like this interview players and it was like, so like you say you're all full of players but like it seems that
very
you're
much
not
full of players.
And they're like what's his name, the guy who speaks on the main stage at the PlayStation conference, I can't remember his name now, but he goes, we're hearing it, we're looking at a lot of the possibilities. You can imagine that the circumstances around that affect a lot more than just one game. I'm confident we'll get to the solution which will be understood and accepted by our gaming community while at the same time supporting our business.
Ooh.
So in other words, it's like we've got to sort out a way where we're still making the most money.
Yeah.
It's fair
what
enough.
blows my mind though is that they're the ones back in Nintendo who even allowed it, and Nintendo are usually a closed off company. They don't want anything to do with anyone.
Yeah. No,
and even they're like, yeah, whatever.
I can see why they wouldn't want to do it in a business point of view, but at the end of the day, the same way, it goes the opposite way, where people are just going to move off their platform.
Do you know why? I'll tell you exactly why. Because you know what's going to happen? Nintendo are going to be like, oh, so you know that the Switch don't have internet when you're not in your own house. What if we do these packages and you pay and then you can access this blah blah blah, because they're going to charge you for it eventually, so you can pay.
Yeah, they're charging you in September.
There you go. That's it. That's why they said yes. Then
they're charging you for the internet in September.
That's why they've said yes.
What do you mean?
Because if you want to play Fortnite but you're out and about, you need an internet connection.
You can't get it out and about.
You can't play Fortnite while you're outside.
Not without, unless you tether it to your phone, no?
That's what I'm saying. So that Nintendo have said, yeah, because they're like, everyone plays Fortnite, and if they want to play it on the
please don't
Switch,
do that.
they'll charge for it. We'll charge their
Well,
internet.
they're charging for the playing games online
There you go,
from
then.
September.
There you go.
But we
Sorted.
knew that. We knew that like, from the start when the Switch came out.
I don't know. I don't really care. I play like Mario and that's it. I don't even know where my Switch is right now.
But
so.
like, it's stupidly cheap, and you get free games.
It is.
So-
It's about $20 a year.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, isn't it? Like, even though that's even better because they're like draw people in with Fortnite,
Yeah.
have the internet
Yeah,
thing so cheap,
have-
people will pay it anyway.
Have your internet
Sorted.
pass like come out in September or whatever. Like, you want Fortnite there because that draws. Yeah, you're right. It draws the online.
There you go,
audience
that's
in.
it.
There you go.
That's why Nintendo did it. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's all about making that cash dollar.
Yeah, they're doing. They're being smart with their business,
Yeah.
like they were with the Wii U. Whereas Sony are being.
Dicks about it.
No, I wouldn't say they're not being dicks. You can
No.
understand from a business point of view what they're seeing, but like at the end of the day, they've won. I mean, they can afford to lose a little bit of money to make games.
They
happen.
had a weak ass E3. They had
wasn't weak.
nothing new to show, and now they're being dicks. So they're
Who's
slowly
that?
going down.
Sony, Nintendo or
Sony's
Sony.
E3.
It weren't
was
weak. They had the
appalling.
strongest physical lineup of like big
Yeah, but it
AAA
was
games
nothing
of any
new.
Yeah, but
anybody was
It was
there.
nothing new.
But it was nothing that nothing new. Yeah, I think they had control and that was it. That was new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with Sony, the problem with Sony, they're setting themselves up to lose the next generation.
Yeah,
Literally,
definitely.
like they're not making decisions that will help gamers. They're not talking to their community. They're only doing it when they get asked straight out in front of everybody.
When they've been called out.
It's like they're not for the gamers anymore. It doesn't seem, and it's a shame really because they started off that way. Like when
It is a
PlayStation
shame. It
launched.
is a shame.
Phil Spencer and that other guy from Sony need to fight, and that's how we'll decide who won the console generation.
Yeah.
Like a boxing match between them.
Xbox will win the next one. I'll tell you that now.
Xbox make what?
Xbox will win the next game. The gaming.
Yeah, it was swings around about the whole
Literally what
time.
happened. But like,
It'll go one way. It'll go, and the one after that, it'll be Sony again.
I don't know. It depends.
Every single generation, the same thing happens: is that people they succeed and they get cocky and they get
Yeah.
too big for the bridges, and the other side try to do something new and make it all cool, and then the next generation comes along and that person's doing really well for being new and cool, and it just goes your way again. And that's how these big companies work. They think, oh, we're at the top, we're untouchable, and they didn't look at what happened 10 years ago, what happened 15 years ago.
And then
It's
there's
just
Nintendo
a
off
dumb
on their own.
outside. So stupid, you don't see it coming.
And then there's Nintendo off on their own doing their own.
Doing everything, and that's what
Literally.
Nintendo does.
Yeah.
Nintendo, like, Smash Bros, yeah, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
this is the best thing.
But
And announcing nothing else really that was great apart from Smash Bros, and everyone's like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to
Best
me in
game
my
show,
entire
yeah.
life.
Nintendo winning three.
I can't wait for that game.
It's gonna be
But,
so sick. They literally could have just had, like, it could have been a 1 minute video where the guy came out and was like, Smash Bros is coming out with every character that's ever been on the roster. See you in a bit. And everyone would be like, this is the best E3 conference I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
Moving on. Another thing technically to do with Fortnite. PUBG
God.
have dropped their lawsuit against Fortnite.
I'm ashamed.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, of course,
a
they
reason
have,
why.
because they're not like stand on. What was their whole? Do you know what their case relied upon? It's not that Fortnite is another battle royale game. It's that PUBG had licensing agreements with Epic Games, who makes Unreal Engine 4, for the making of Fortnite, for making of PUBG. Sorry,
Yep.
for like added
It runs
support
on the engine.
and optimizations to the engine and stuff. And then what happened is they did all that for PUBG and then just took it all away again and put it in Fortnite. And then PUBG's like, yo, we just fucking paid you for all this stuff, and now you just went and just stepped on our toes. What the hell? And that's what their argument was, but then now they've just pulled it all out saying whatever.
It's because they pulled it away because they're losing.
They're not going to win, that's why pulled it away.
And at the end of the day, they can't moan about PUBG copying them when they've just copied PUBG's Battle Pass. Fortnite's Battle Pass. And literally put it in PUBG.
PUBG's not a battle royale game by a long way.
No, what? Literally. So it's like, I don't see what their issue was, but, they've dropped it. They haven't given the reason why. So unless there's a settlement's been agreed or and we just don't know about it.
Yeah, Epic Games is like, yo, do you still want to use our engine? And without that, you don't have a game. Then shut the fuck up.
It's probably how it happened, to be fair.
Battlefield's gonna sue Call of Duty because it's a shooting game.
It's got shitty bang bangs in
Literally
it.
not allowed. Nathan Drake and Tomb Raider are going to take each other to court as well because it's not allowed.
That shit.
Can you imagine? And people would actually have to make some new, like, smarter games. Oh my god! Imagine that would
So
be a
just
world to
copying
live
each
in.
other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of selling the same game and putting a different
We'll
number on
actually
the
get
box.
some new IP. Like,
Shit.
we'll literally get
Yeah,
some
Bethesda. Bitches.
new IP like we have.
Saying that today, I just bought a brand new
Oh.
version of Skyrim, so
There
I
with.
can't talk.
My puzzle is probably start again. Now.
Sorry, carry on.
What were you saying, Cora?
Oh, God, they just brought out another thing of Skyrim.
PUBG's a good game. Fortnite's for kids.
Literally,
No, but the thing is,
yeah,
Fortnite's more successful.
because it's
They're
free.
both good
Yeah.
games. I think they both attract different audiences. Whereas PUBG attracts people who like love the tactical stuff of it, and the people who aren't good at PUBG go to Fortnite. Generally, how it goes.
Exactly.
And not necessarily kids.
Chris has explained that Fortnite is for the unskilled people at PUBG. That's what it is.
Literally, and people who play on
It's the
PS4.
difference
Well,
between someone playing as like.
Currently, PUBG is more about who gets lucky with not having lag at the start of the match at the
So
moment.
not Jamie either.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
my
like
God.
it? Or are you not?
Well, yeah, I mean, you often get shotgun around corners at the moment, so, you know.
I think Fortnite does a lot more with their game in terms of like a lot more updates and stuff.
They've got all the gimmicks going on.
I mean,
They had Thanos.
just
and-
yesterday they had a random like missile that destroyed the sky, and now there's a portal in the sky. So I don't know what's going on there, but something's happening with that.
It's
in
run
season
by
5.
children.
I like the fact that they've got different seasons where it's different every time,
No,
and it's like PUBG.
Yeah, I think
Every
that
6
they are
months
aiming
you'll
for
get a new
an
map.
Overwatch sort of thing where it's going to be like a forever game. People are just going to
Yeah.
play it forever, rather than just bring out a new game every couple of years.
And literally, it seems that PUBG's at the moment playing catch up to that because they can't keep up in terms of like releasing updates and new maps and stuff.
you want to stop yourself now because Cora and Dan
No, but then it's right though, aren't they? They don't release enough updates. They don't fix the maps they've got, and they don't get enough maps out. I mean, how
It's
many
not
maps?
the maps that are the problem.
You say that, but Fortnite's still got the same map it launched with.
Yeah, but it changes that map every time.
Yeah, but Corey, did Thanos
Maps
come
aren't
to
the problem,
PUBG?
Chris. They need to optimise everything.
Exactly. It just seems a bit.
I think we all know where Chris stands on this side.
We're all just waiting for Battlefield to release theirs, and
Yeah.
then we're all just going to migrate.
I honestly think Fortnite and PUBG are both good games. It just seems that.
Oh yeah, I've no doubt that Fortnite's a good game.
It's just a bit more behind in terms of like having regular updates and in terms of bugs. It's still buggier than Fortnite is, but obviously because it runs like it's better in terms of graphics.
And it
and
runs
stuff,
on
so
everything.
it runs
It
better.
will run on your toaster eventually. It's the new
Like
Skyrim.
Skyrim, yeah.
Literally, it is.
Skyrim
Fortnite is.
inside Fortnite.
Fortnite and
I'm waiting
Alexa
for the new
guys.
the VR version. I bet someone's modded it to have VR anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Mad stuff like that.
Moving on from the Fortnite.
From Fortnite.
It just constantly happens all the time. Amy Hennig has left EA to start up her own independent company to make her own games. So I suppose that can only be a good thing.
Leaving EA is always got to be a good thing.
Well, yeah, because I imagine EA had the shackles on her. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
probably.
Like that's why that Star Wars game got canned because she was
I know, yeah, but what this means is that the only games that EA have made from the Star Wars license are 2 Battlefront games,
Yeah.
and they're both shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, so, and now the one that actually had a modicum of hope is now going to be dead.
Yeah, but do you know what though? It just means that Disney will have to give it to a good company.
Yeah. Once that license ran out, unless this Jedi Order, Fallen Order, or whatever it is actually amazing.
The best game ever, yeah.
Which it
Unless
could
it's
be
not the Old
good.
Republic
It could be good because maybe people
Correct.
make the Titanfall games, which are good games.
The story in Titanfall 2 was actually pretty damn
It
good.
was pretty
Exactly.
good, yeah, I enjoyed
So
that.
I'm looking forward to seeing what that is, but maybe it seems maybe a bit too late, maybe. But we'll see. You never know.
They haven't done enough with the license, they haven't put enough resource into it, and they haven't put enough studios into making games for it. They've made a meat of this license from
Yeah,
Star Wars.
literally. They've fucked it up big
Been the
time.
worst. And they could have given it. It would have been better if they gave it to one of the actual console manufacturers and let them work on games for it.
Do you
If they gave it to Microsoft or PlayStation, you would have got much better games. at much higher
I
rate.
would have preferred Ubisoft
I think that a lot of
than EA.
I saw a thing the other day. I didn't click on it because I couldn't be bothered, but I saw like a headline that the guy making Kingdom Hearts 3 said Disney did not make it easy to get the rights to a lot of the properties.
No,
so it could be that
I agree
the
that
issues,
Disney they're not hard to work with, but they like to, make sure everything's,
make sure everything's right.
Well, obviously not, because then they wouldn't have released
the
that shambles of a game, would they? But what I'm saying is, if they want more and they want the rights to things, and Disney are like, no, because it'll interfere with the canon, it'll interfere with episode 9, blah blah blah. That's not. I can't believe it. But it's not EA's fault, as much as it pains me to say that. Like, if they won't give them the sort of inside knowledge because they want to keep it secret and blah blah blah.
I reckon it's the same thing. The reason why the Avengers game's taking so goddamn long. It's
because you look at the problems that the first 2 games were having. That sort of stuff with the acquisition of like stories and what they wanted to do, like creative possibilities being missed. That's not what made those games shit.
Yeah.
What made those games shit is what EA did to them.
What made the first game shit is lack of content. What made the second game
exactly,
shit
but
is EA's microtransaction
put more maps into it, like canonically, got possible maps. And the second game, they just fucked it up with everything. They're just like, let's squeeze as much as we can out of it.
Yeah,
and
it is better. I have to say, it is better now, but it's too late now.
Too late.
They fucked it up originally, and it's already got.
I'm never going to buy it. I never bought it to begin with. It's just, and that should be aimed at people like me, and it's just a failure. Even Elliot didn't get it.
Yeah,
and it looks Souls a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
Corey.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren in Rogue One.
Kylo Ren in Rogue One. Yeah, boy.
Oh,
who's your favourite character from Rogue One, Corey? Is it what's his face? What did you call him again?
What was his name?
It's the guy that's basically Budget Poe, and you kept Cassian, and you're like, Cassian's my favourite. I love Cassian so much, and then 3 days later you're like, I meant Craig.
Nah, it's all about Kate's restaurant.
I watched that. I watched the space. What I will say about these new Star Wars films, on the side here, the space battles are some of the best I've ever seen in films. They are incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Look, that space battle in Rogue One was fantastic.
The best space battle.
Rogue One was the best one.
Yes, 100%.
I watched about 5 times. I watched that moment in The Last Jedi. Is it Last Jedi? What's the last one that came out?
The Last Jedi.
Han Solo.
Yeah, The Last Jedi. Yeah, where they turned around and used the jumped to light speed and just rammed into. That was amazing.
No.
That was such a good moment.
That's what you live for, ain't it?
I live for that sort of. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's brilliant.
The best space battle is Rogue One, though.
Hello, Leia. Speaking of Star Wars, Leia's come home.
Yeah. Leave the keyboard alone.
I heard you talking. Wow. Wow.
Now to you two.
You had some dickies.
But yeah, I think Amy Hennig making her own games and being her own boss basically could only be good in terms of
what's that?
The creative games she could make.
What did she make apart from Uncharted?
Uncharted, and that's enough. They're great games.
No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that to sound rude. I was actually.
Corey, what else did she make? I feel like you'd know.
What, Amy Hennig?
Yeah.
She made Uncharted. She made what was it?
She made Uncharted.
She made a bunch of stuff for Naughty Dog.
Oh, did she?
It wasn't just Uncharted.
It wasn't just Uncharted. I'm going to Google it.
Here we go. So she made 3D baseball.
What?
Oh shit! She made Legacy of Kain.
Oh.
I know what that is.
Soul Reaver 2. She made Jack 3.
Jack and Daxter, yeah.
Yeah. She was a writer on Battlefield Hardline.
No, you know what though? The story on that game
was a proud achievement.
No, the story on that game is good.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it's probably the biggest gets that she's got is obviously Uncharted and Legacy of Kain games.
But yeah,
everything else
the Uncharted games are great. So
take your word.
She's been in the industry for forever.
She's making her own independent thing now. So those games could be good if they got the kind of story that Uncharted has.
Yeah,
I'll be happy. But yeah. What are you doing?
Giving the cat some.
Okay. But yeah, that's all the news. Unless anyone else has got anything.
No.
Any breaking
news? Anyone else got anything to drop? Or what's everyone playing recently?
Westworld.
Yeah, do you want to talk about the Westworld mobile game, Kate?
Just standard, isn't it? Just
it's
a lot like Fallout Shelter.
It feels like I've seen it before somewhere.
No, it's basically you get hired to run the park. I don't know why. Everyone considering you're doing a lot of the work, everyone's pretty mean to you. It's not very, like, so you're there, like, building the park from the ground up, like, nothing exists, you're building it up, and then the, like, Man in Black's coming into town, and Man in Black strolls in, it's like, well, if he's, so, if he is already Man in Black, why is the park only just being built? It's not very, it's nanning with the cannon of it's hard, it is really hard for a mobile, I know, it's really hard for a mobile game. You proper got to work at it, but you know what?
Is there microtransactions in it?
You
can pay to win.
You can.
You win.
Pay,
can't win at Westworld.
You can pay for like premium hosts, but every hour, I've got Teddy, I've got Lawrence, and I've got Lawrence's wife, and I have nobody else. I haven't got Hector. You can pay for the host codes and stuff. Right. But every hour, Ford gives you a green diamond, which is like their in-game like
currency.
Yeah. So you flush, you literally flush. So I like it. I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, what's the point?
How long is it going to be around for?
Yeah,
I've got it downloaded just in case. But like,
have you got it?
Yeah, but I haven't played it yet.
I haven't played it.
I'm waiting for this to settle to see if we actually have a game or not. So
considering that you have to log in, I guess. Yeah. Do you have to log into anything when you play?
I don't know. Do you?
No.
No.
You don't?
No, you just...
So as long as I got downloaded it, you might be alright.
I don't know, you know. I've logged into Facebook, because me and Brian are friends and we send each other, like, stuff. But
I'm assuming you just have an account that's linked to your Play account, probably.
Yeah.
So it probably does have to log into something, so if they bring it down, you probably won't be able to play, because you won't be able to log in.
Yeah. I'll wait for it to settle. I'll delete it if it gets, obviously, deleted off the App Store.
It's fun. It's fun. It's a very,
yeah.
It's a mobile game. It's addictive. Alright.
Oh, speaking of addictive games, have we spoke about how gaming is now being classified as an addiction?
Oh my god. Yeah. We all need to go, like, somewhere. We've obviously all got problems.
Yeah, we've all got problems. I mean, what really annoys me, you know why? Because why is gaming addiction the first one that's been diagnosed? Where's your Netflix addiction? Where's your,
me for the past 8 days.
Where's your soap addiction on TV?
Exactly.
I thought you'd go somewhere else with that, Jamie. But I really like to be clean.
That could be one too.
But,
well, there is a bunch of addictions. It all just comes down to addiction.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, it's all in the same category. Alcohol addiction is the same as gaming addiction. Some sort of. But like, it's not like it doesn't need its own category.
Yeah, but does this legitimately mean that like I can call into sick at work when the Battlefield comes out?
That's the first thing that I said to Chris. I was like, does this mean that I can like take 2 weeks off to play Overwatch?
It is ridiculous.
It is. Oh, have you chewed that one?
No, but there are, like, obviously we're coming from our point of view, like, we wouldn't be classified as this, but when you got people like that's in internet cafes in Korea and die because they refuse to eat
food, I'll give you a prime example.
That's the sort of people that need this.
That I saw in the paper the other day of the guy who's shitting in a traffic cone, because he can't go to the loo because he's playing Fortnite. So he's literally like slotted his arse on a traffic cone apparently. So it just goes through the hole in the top, and he shits and stuff in that. But apparently because he doesn't want to go to the loo because he wants to play Fortnite. I read that in the newspaper the other day.
So these are the people that need the help.
It really annoys me that the only time you ever see gaming in the news, like in the actual general news, is when it's either like someone died or some weird shit like that. It just gives gaming a bad name.
No, it's you only ever hear it otherwise is when something like gargantuan comes out, like GTA, and then that hits the news, and then that's always hitting the news. Like GTA's come out, freaking lock your kids up, lock your wives up, people gonna start stabbing each other on the street, sort of shit. That's what it is.
It's silly. Gaming only gets a bad name in terms of the general media, and it's
of course it does.
It's annoying because it's not right. It's not right. It's not.
No, it's not. But it's always the way of new media. It'll go away eventually
because it's competition for that media.
Yeah.
Exactly. When our generation grows up and are the ones controlling that news feed, then it's going to go away.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, yeah.
It's not. Again, it isn't going to go away anytime soon. It's too much money in it.
Yeah.
It's too fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they've got a gaming addiction, they've got to have movie addiction. They've just got to have all of them.
Now, like, I'll be honest, right? There was a time when literally I played Overwatch like every waking moment.
You didn't have any.
I got up, I started playing it, and then I come off at like 3 o'clock in the morning, went to bed, got up, played it, and that lasted probably like a good 3 weeks.
What's healthier for you then? Sitting there playing a game where you actually use your brain,
Well,
or sitting there stewing, watching Netflix for like the whole week.
I have.
I know you've been doing that, but like, I can't imagine not using your brain like that is healthier for you than sitting there gaming, doing like, depends what you're playing, I suppose, but if you're doing puzzles and stuff, you're actually using your fucking brain. Makes sense. Like, it's more, it's not, it just annoys me. It annoys me how, like, it always ends up being bad for gaming.
It probably stimulates different parts of your brain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just one of them things.
University was a long time ago, I don't know. I'm not smart anymore.
That's right.
I give my degree back.
Do you want to talk about that, the VR game, Cole, that you've been playing?
I've been playing Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been playing Beat Saber. It's a game where...
Are you addicted, Corey? Have you played that much?
I'm not addicted, but it's getting there. You stand there, it's kind of like Guitar Hero, you have notes coming towards you.
Yeah.
And you've got to hit them, but you've got 2 sabres, very much similar to lightsabers, but they're not lightsabers because they're Beat Sabers, because it's not Star Wars, so they don't be sued.
So they can't be sued.
So you've got these 2 sabres, and you have to hit the notes. I'm standing up, not doing the actual actions right now. You have to hit the notes in the order that they come, and depending on how you play the game, you can have them where the note has like an arrow on it, so you have to slice it in that particular direction. Or you can play another mode where you just have to hit the actual physical box. But if you play it in that mode, you get more notes and then more spread out across the play, so it's actually more difficult to do that. And it just they have their own cooked-in songs. But people have figured out how to add loads and loads of custom songs. Not all that are going to be like allowed to be on there, but nobody's caught up yet, basically. But it's really, really good. It really puts you in the moment, and it's really active actually. Like you do build up a sweat doing it.
I can imagine you look really stupid if you're not actually from someone else watching you as well, because you just imagine you just going crazy with your arms.
They can also see what you're doing as well, so it's on the screen.
Yeah.
And so it shows up on there. It's cool. You should all come around and play it. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's really, really fun.
Yeah,
difficult though, especially the custom songs. It's really hard.
I'll come around and have a go. I'm waiting for it to come out on PlayStation VR so I can get it. It is coming.
Yeah, the only issue with the PlayStation VR one is that you can only use the ones that they've put in. You can't add extra ones on top.
Yeah,
there's no point in getting it then. You might as
I don't know.
well.
It's a good game on its own.
Even without that, it was really good.
The only problem is, in my small room, I don't know whether I'll knock everything over doing it.
Just make sure you face somewhere where there's face towards your bed and just do it like that.
Yeah.
Just make sure Kate's not in it.
Then fall forward onto the bed and break his PSVR though.
I'll be rolled up in a burrito on the other side of the bed.
Yeah.
Right by the wall. That's generally how I do it, so.
It is really fun though. It's really cool. It's very like a VR game. It's very difficult to explain unless you've actually done it.
Seen it, yeah.
So if anyone gets a chance to do it, you should just go ahead. It's really fun.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it. That's Beats VR basically. It's a Guitar Hero but with lightsabers.
I'm really sad.
Can never be a bad thing.
I'm so sad that those kind of games died out. I want them to come back.
They are with VR.
But this game is super, super popular. So if I go onto Beat Saber on Steam VR now and look at the community tab, it gives you a list of like how many people are playing it and stuff. Let's have a look. So it's actually still an early access game right now. So it's not actually out there.
It will be out when it comes out on PlayStation. That's wait off it because they won't have it.
They're going to wait for an actual release. The closer it gets to release, the more expensive it's getting because they're adding more and more stuff.
Yeah.
But like reviews of it are overwhelmingly positive, is what.
Oh yeah, everyone loves it, don't
they?
You see it all over Facebook and Twitter and all that.
And there's a guy on Facebook. If you type in Beat Saber into YouTube, there's a guy who's made a Darth Maul. He's got the 2 things. He's got the 2 sabers and stuck them on end and end, so he's got like a Darth Maul control. It's blue on one end, red on the other, and he's painted like that, and it does look very, very cool.
Do you know who I bet loves this? That kid with the lightsaber.
The Star Wars kid.
The Star Wars kid. They love that.
Yeah.
It's like
it's really, really cool. I'll find a video for you guys and I'll send it to you, or you can have a quick look at it. But yeah, it's one of the better VR games I've played.
I've heard good things. Do you want to talk about State of Decay 2? You've been playing that a little bit.
My game's broken as F, and I'm still really
Yeah, but
enjoying
you're still loving it. Though, that's the thing.
I'm playing this game, and I'm like, I played it with you in your community the first time. Well,
Yeah.
when the first time we played it, and I was like, oh, you know what? This is pretty cool. Actually, I didn't expect it to be.
Basically, it's a zombie sim,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's a zombie survival simulator.
But they made it look straight up like it was a rip of Left 4 Dead in the trailers.
Yeah, they did.
Like the
trailers
zombies
did
they
justice.
showed and how they're like, it's not an accurate description of
No,
what
it's
the
not.
game is at all.
It's not. It's more it's the whole management side of it where
Yeah.
you're like building your base up with defences, with
the people you have in it.
first aid. You can literally you look at people's stats when you get invited into your community, whether they're like a dickhead or whether they're like good at gardening. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those two opposites.
but like, I started my own community, and I'm doing really well in this community.
Yeah.
I landed in such a great spot. I had so many meds. I was like, this is wicked.
Yeah.
Walking around like, why am I not getting no quests? Or
Yeah.
like, I'd get a quest and I'd go to the place where the quest was, and the quest would just be gone.
See,
And I'm like, oh, maybe they're timed. And then I asked you, and you were like, no. And I was like,
no,
oh,
it's a
okay,
problem with this game.
my game's
apparently.
broken then.
Like it was worse when it first came out, but it's mad with bugs, and but only for some people. Like you there's no middle ground where you'll have some bugs. You'll either have all the bugs and your game will be fucking broken like yours, or like me where I've had nothing at all and it's played perfectly and it's really good. Like
There's something really addictive about
but like
it.
even though your game's fucking broken.
Do you think that's the difference between playing Xbox One S and Xbox One X?
No, because I've heard people who've played on Xbox One X have had the same problem. It's just really weird. Like I've had a different save and I've had the bugs, but on my other save I haven't.
Okay, I've played it on
Strange.
the Windows Store and it's alright, pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it.
The only-
you? No.
What?
She was going to scratch the thing.
Oh, right, okay. The weird thing that I don't necessarily like about the co-op of it is that when you're in someone else's community, you don't get their like stats come up, like how many meds they've got and all that, so what you need and stuff. You get yours coming up and yours still go down, even though you're not in your community and you can't do shit about it. So you either have to get a load of stuff and then either leave and take it back to your community, or and that takes you out of the menu and then you have to join your friends again. It's just bullshit. Like,
I think the idea of it is it's meant to be like
you go in and help your friends.
Like if you're going to take out a play card, you're like, oh, I want to drop in my game and help me take out a play card.
Yeah.
And then you go. I don't think
But
you're meant to play the whole
I want
game.
the co-op mode in it, which I imagine that eventually they'll bring in, where you as a co-op group start your own community and make decisions together and build your own community, because you can't even build anything unless it's the host of the community that's building it. It's annoying.
And do you know what is cool though? The one mechanic that is cool is when you all in. We had 3 people in our game, and you can see all the loot, but only certain people can take certain things.
Yeah.
So like everyone has boxes that are just for them.
Everyone has something to do, so you're not like
Or like one person can't take all the stuff.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool, I suppose. But like,
because you can still put resources back into your camp.
Yeah.
You just can't. You can't drop the bags, can you, with the good stuff in?
No, you have to drop them on the floor so the host can pick them up.
Yeah.
And put them into their base.
But like bullets and seeds and that kind of stuff, you can just put it in your locker.
You can put it into your locker, and I think you can transfer that over to your.
It is because you only see your thing. I think so anyway. But
it just annoyed me. Like someone was dying on my community, like my old community. That's why I just left that one now. I can't bother with it now. Because while I was playing on Rebecca's community, my community was dying in the background, and I was just like, oh well, okay. Some guy died, and I was just like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not using that save anymore. But that's a buggy save anyway, so it's alright.
But like even like if you have too many people in your house, you cause too much noise and zombies come.
Yeah.
Like little things like that.
You have to build more beds and stuff. Like you can't have, and if someone gets the blood plague, you can either cure them, or it could be the situation where it's better for your community just to fuck them off and kill them or exile them.
Because it takes 2 meds a day. Every day they're in your community with that blood plague, and meds are hard to come by.
Yeah.
So
I think it's cool how you find other communities, not other people. I think that's probably the next step for State of Decay 3 when they ever do that, having other people as community.
Yeah.
But that has its issues in its own.
Yeah.
But like there are little they're little AI communities where you can go and
loot all their shit while they watch.
well, you can do that. Yeah, it's
That's
like
what I'm
Skyrim. Put a bucket on their head, you know.
No, you don't even have to do that because they're like,
yeah,
we need help. Can you give us some
Yeah,
meds?
help
And
them
they're like taking all the shit from the box. He's like, no, I ain't got no meds.
But like you can recruit them to your community or not, and whether you help them or not, you get like a standing with them, whether they like you or not. And I've completely ignored. I was friends with this one group, but which is my own fault. It's stupid, really, because they're the military group, and I'm like, well, I got no fucking defenders now. But I was friends with them, and I just kept ignoring them because I had to like get the meds for my own community, and I was like, I'm running out of meds for myself. I can't help you right now, and I kept ignoring them. And now they hate me, and they started attacking my community.
Oh.
And I was like, shit, son. So I had to go kill him. Which I did.
You had to.
I had to kill him. And I robbed all their stuff, and it's all good. But like,
Did you take their house?
no, because it wasn't big enough.
Oh.
It's too small. But it was one moment I was doing a mission. And you were watching me doing this, weren't you? And I was going to get to talk to these people who robbed these guys' meds, and then they gave me back. And then obviously they turned on me and tried to shoot me, and then I went to shoot them, but I accidentally shot the guy I was helping. And
Did you go back and tell them?
I went back to his mate, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they killed him." And I was like, "Do you want to join my community?" Yeah. And as far as he knows, he doesn't know. Now.
Oh my god! I hope you find out. I hope one of the other people switches on you.
The woman who was with me, I think that can happen. But the woman who was with me, she died later. So it's alright. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
It's like in Dragon Age when Morrigan asked you to kill Flemeth, but you don't wanna. So I took me, my dog, and Alistair, and I was like, give me the book and just leave, yeah. And then Alistair approved, and the dog's just always happy. We went back to the camp, like, oh yeah, Flemeth's dead, mate. She's super dead.
But yeah, I think with State of Decay 2, it's just basically a Walking Dead simulator.
It's cool though. It literally is, yeah.
It's not the best running game. It's not the best looking game.
It gets the job done.
It's got a really weird addictive quality to it.
Combat's not.
It's not amazing.
An issue though, because in them kind of games, it's always like, you know, when you everywhere you go, you just keep getting attacked, and it's frustrating. Yeah. It's not like that.
No, unless you get there is some bits later on in the game.
I don't know, my game's broken, so probably haven't seen those zombies to be fair.
It has a really weird addictive quality to it, where it's like the whole like.
Because you want to build your community.
The whole going out, getting stuff, coming back, dropping it off, going out, getting more stuff, coming back. You have to change people because they get tired. It's literally cool.
The whole point of the game to clear the map. Is that how you win the game?
Once you clear the map, you move to a different area. Yeah.
Oh.
Have you moved base yet?
Mate, my game's broken.
Okay.
I can't get no quest. How am I going to move base?
Start again.
Yeah.
But I've moved. I started off in a little house, and I've moved to like a bridge now, which I've like.
Oh, that's cool.
Off and stuff. And there's this other group as well, which I'm thinking that I'm going to move and kill them because they're called the Hungry, and they keep giving me food of strange meat.
Nah,
and I'm giving it my community because I've got no fucking food anywhere else on the map. But I'm like, I know it's obviously either humans, so I'm just going to go kill them and take whatever food they got. That would be good. It's obviously cannibals. But you know, because every time I go to him, there's some guy with me, and he's like, I don't like these guys. They seem dodgy, and there's something off about them.
That's the game being like, Chris, you're being stupid.
I'm like, but I'm getting food from my community. It's fine.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I like the management side of it. It's really good.
Which guy was it that they fed Bob's leg to in Walking Dead?
I can't remember, but I know what you mean.
That situation.
Yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, it's really fun.
God, Chris.
And the fact that it's not as buggy as it used to be, for me anyway.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I'd recommend it, especially for anyone who's got Game Pass and got it basically.
Literally, Game Pass is the best thing that's ever happened.
But I'd even recommend it for people who haven't because it's fun. It's pretty cheap as well, so you can get it.
To be honest, the selection for PC at the moment is very, very minimal.
Well, that's your fault. You've got an Xbox, bitch. Get on it.
No, but I'm saying Chris recommended to people who don't have an Xbox.
Oh.
So
no, I mean, you don't have Xbox Game Pass. Like people.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Xbox.
But even still, like, yeah.
I'll shut up now, Chris. I'll go to the corner.
But even still, like for PC, I'd recommend it as well. It's pretty good, pretty fun. It probably plays better on PC in terms of like the management stuff and all that. In terms of like moving your mouse over the menus and stuff. I imagine that kind of
Yeah,
style
yeah.
is better for PC. But yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I need to get back into it because I'm playing another game, Mario Tennis Aces, which I've been hyped for since like they announced it, and no one else was hyped whatsoever. But you know, I like tennis.
The other day I was on my like 8-day binge watch of Marvel Netflix, and he comes in like, "Want to play Mario Tennis with me?" And I'm there like on the same seat that I've been in for like 5 days, wrapped in my blanket, like surrounded by Pepsi Max bottles. Like, nah, man, I'm watching Netflix.
I'm busy!
I've never gone so hard on Netflix before. I'm finally living the life.
But
Is it an addiction?
Maybe.
There you go.
I was like,
You have to categorise it.
Jake was like, watch Punisher, man, watch Punisher. And I was like, you know what? I'll watch Punisher for the perv. Watch Punisher. And I was like, you know what? Now I've watched Punisher. I might watch Iron Fist. I watched all of Iron Fist. I was like, now I've watched Iron Fist. I'll watch The Defenders. Watch The Defenders. Like, well, I've watched all the rest, so I'll watch Luke Cage.
Just watch it all.
Watch Luke Cage. I'm done. I've finished. Bang on. Then I watched an entire season of Black Butler. And now I'm watching Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Sorted. This is the longest I've spent off Netflix.
Off
Netflix.
Okay.
In like,
But yeah, with Mario Tennis, it's like the gameplay of it is amazing. It's like super fun and like it's just normal tennis, but like you've got all the you've got all like
It's tennis!
it's super
you've got all like the super moves and stuff like that. It's like it's faster because it's like you've got all the special moves that all the different characters have, and it's more like a tennis fighting game in a weird way. It's really fun, and it's like it technically plays really well. Like I've been playing it online against other people, and some of those matches, some of the rallies you get going, fucking like 100 like rallies. It's great, man. It's really fun, and the tournament mode for like not just against AI is great. The tournament mode online is great. The even the playing the whole like Wii Sports tennis way. It's alright. It's fun. It's not as good as like playing with the controller, like because you can only put off certain shots and your character runs to it automatically. It's fun though. I imagine that's probably the best mode to play when you got people around and stuff. But the adventure mode, the story mode, is trash. It's terrible. It's like it's just, you go into a tennis game and you expect the story mode. You expect to play tennis, don't you? Funnily enough. But you just don't, and it's like you go into it and it starts off and like it's a complete Infinity War Thanos ripoff in terms of Waluigi and Wario come and they've got this magic like tennis racket and they try and give it you and
Did you say Waluigi?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, so I was looking at
Waluigi and Wario.
I was looking at My Hero Academia meme and then I sort of heard Waluigi and a lot of interest in that.
They come with this magic tennis racket and
Was it magic?
basically the Infinity Gauntlet
Okay.
because it takes 5 Power Stones that are all the exact same colours of the Infinity Stones, and then
Does Mario not feel so good?
not yet, but I probably won't get that far to find out because it's just stupid.
Isn't people saying online that it's broken?
The story it's I'll get to it.
Okay, sorry. Please.
But like the story is basically you're going around the world, like imagine the Mario Party map, like the overhead kind of thing where you go to these certain points and then you play. You think you go to these points, you're playing tennis matches. You're only playing tennis matches like every 5 different modes.
No way.
It's really annoying. Like because like I can understand at the start when I was doing it, it's like this mode you're hitting it against these flowers that will fire like loads of shots at you, so you just learn how to get to the ball and hit it. And it's like it seems like a tutorial mode, and then you play a few tennis matches, and these AI, they're fucking shite. Like I hit a ball at it, and it just doesn't hit it, and I'm like, I understand at the start again, I'm meant to be shite. I was getting like I've got to the second world now, and they're still fucking shite. The hardest modes are the practice modes. There's this weird thing where it's like I'm in the haunted mansion. Like
Luigi's Mansion.
I don't think it is Luigi's Mansion, but whatever. It's a haunted mansion.
Is it King Boo's mansion?
It might be actually, yeah, that makes sense. I beat him, fucking easy. He fucking moves out of the way of the ball. He probably goes
It's
through.
not King Boo because he doesn't
just
have a crown on, so
But
it's
yeah.
just Boo.
And then it puts you into
Get it
these
right,
modes
Bruce,
against
goddammit.
like mirrors, and like first of all, it doesn't tell you what to do. It's working out ages of what to do. You're hitting it against these mirrors on the wall. You have to burst these bubbles in order. And you work that out eventually.
How long did it take you?
A good half an hour. Like fair enough. Like, but sometimes it's really hard to. You can't aim properly on this game, and it's like.
Can you not aim properly, or can you?
No. I've looked this up. It's not the only. I'm not the only one who's had this issue, and like it's just some of the modes are just like they're stupidly frustrating and hard for no reason. And then the practice modes are not even the fucking tennis matches. The tennis matches are easy.
It's trying to make a man out of you. That's what it is.
But the tennis matches, you think the tennis matches will get harder?
The
But
harder
they
ones
don't.
don't.
But it's the practice. Like, I'm stuck on this stupid practice mode that I don't care about. I want to just play tennis. It's a fucking tennis game. I don't want to hit against these stupid moving mirrors, magic mirrors that hit it back at me or whatever. And then I have to get them all in order within 10 seconds.
So from 5 minutes ago, the game's gone from being amazing to being.
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Like, this is the story mode, the adventure mode, and it's just not good. It's frustratingly hard and doesn't need to be as hard as it is at the end of the day. You'd think the story mode in the tennis game would be teaching you how to play, so you can go on the tournaments and do online and all that, and actually be good. But like, it gets to the point where it's just like I can't be asked.
Can me and you play tennis against each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not on the story
On the one
mode.
Switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of people complain about the game because you can't go in just playing a normal game of tennis.
Yeah, there is. It is the point system's a bit weird. Like it's not like because no, it's free. Is it 3 sets in tennis? Isn't it? And it's not that. It's like it's whoever gets to a certain amount of points first.
What, so the mode like badminton instead?
I think so. Like, it isn't a proper match of tennis. It's annoying. I imagine they'll patch that in, because a lot of people are annoyed about it. Literally trying to refund the game because
right?
like I bought a Mario Tennis game and I can't play proper tennis.
And you can't play tennis, yeah.
Like it is tennis, but it's just not set out in the same amount.
It's tennis, but it's not tennis.
Yeah, it's
great way.
It's basically shorter games of tennis. Like, you can see why they've tried to do it because
it's like imagine FIFA versus like FIFA Street.
Yeah, it's basically the FIFA Street of this, but with Mario.
And yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, the game's fun.
So the one on the Wii was better. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. The game's fun.
Because the one on the Wii was sick.
Yeah. But the game's the tennis, the actual like tennis. If you take away the fact that it's not a whole tennis game, it's fun and like the gameplay's good and all different shots and like learning when to hit a shot close to the net and then you bring them in and then lob them over and all that. Like the whole tennis
when
side.
you're fighting Toadette because she's tiny and she can't run that fast.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Like you got. I was playing as Donkey Kong, and he's like, they've all got different like classes, and he's like power, and then you're fighting against Toad. He's like, I think it was speed. He's not that fast. It's really weird. And like, he's got tiny legs, so I'm like hitting it like the other side of the court, and you could just see him like trying to catch up. It's hilarious, and you can't get there because my shot's like really quick and powerful, and he's just like mad.
Oh my god!
But you play it online, it's a completely different
What's
story.
Waluigi?
Defensive.
Oh, okay.
But it's defensive, technical, all-rounders, which are Mario and Luigi all-rounders.
Typical.
Skill and power, isn't it? You got that, what's that green guy? Okay,
Spike.
Spike, who's like, it's a big
power.
blob.
Yeah.
And he's power, and it's really weird. He's tiny, it's really weird, that is. But playing it online, it's a different kettle of fish. Because I went online, like, earlier today, and I was like, okay, I got this. I beat the first guy, and I think I got too hyped. I think I got too...
too confident.
Got too confident. I was like, oh, I got this. That's piss easy. Because I was doing a tournament, and then I got to the second round of the tournament, and I got utterly
wrecked.
Utterly wrecked. I was like, I don't understand how this
Guys,
is
we're going to
happening.
have a Mario tennis tournament, but everyone's got to come dressed as if they were actually going to play tennis.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do.
We'll have to do that. That'd be pretty funny.
How many people do you reckon you can get in the tournament?
As many as you want. Well,
okay.
if we get everybody from Vita Deditae, you've got 6 people. That's enough.
Fair enough.
That's not a hard number. We should do that.
Throwing it down, let's all do it right now.
Get tennis headbands and everything.
Yeah. We all got them EMP ones that they give us at every convention we go to.
Jamie's bound to got tennis gear because he played badminton.
Jamie, you're alive.
You're alive.
That sentence did not make sense, Chris.
No, but like you're bound to have like
you got sweatbands, Jamie.
Sweatbands and shit.
Like the one that gets around your head and the 2 wrist ones. We're going to have to get some. We'll all get some. We'll go to the pound shop and we'll get enough for everybody.
But you can get Mario
and then you've all got to come dressed. Oh my god, you've all got to come dressed as the character you're going to play as.
Oh my god, boo. Just get a white sheet over there.
Yeah, but how will the Switch detect the thing if it's under a sheet? Will it or not?
No, just hold it outside. It's fine.
Hold it outside his shit. You can't do that because he doesn't have them kind of hands.
I don't know, Keith.
It's not cosplay accurate. You can't do it.
But yeah, overall, it's a fun game. I'll probably say, like, looking at the review score, it's the lowest of the like Nintendo made like first party games so far on the Switch. Which was going to happen eventually. They can't all just be like 9s out of 10.
It can't all be blockbusters.
But I mean, it's got overall
no
Metacritic. It's on like an 80, so it's not terrible. But it's the lowest one. But you know, I enjoy it. It's one of those where you're not going to be playing it constantly, but you'll just, if you got like 20 minutes on the Switch, it's going to be the game. I'll jump onto it. Like Mario Kart is. It's one of them. And especially when you've got people around, it's a great game for that.
Yeah.
And we're going to definitely record that.
And you got Party and Smash coming. So
yeah, Mario Party.
Mario
and Smash. Just like, Nintendo understand party games.
Yeah.
When you've got like they understand people playing together and not necessarily online, like in the same room and everything. I love it. They've got it down for that. But yeah. You got anything else, Jamie? Have you been playing anything?
No.
PUBG?
Nice.
Anything new? I don't know.
That's not new, Chris.
No,
But we played a new map.
Is there anything new there? New map?
No, don't be sitting here and tell you obvious lies, isn't it?
Is it good?
No, because you played like one game.
Yeah,
The lag just fucked us up at the start. First match we played.
Do you know where you don't get lag, Jamie? Fortnite.
Very true, but I don't.
Jamie,
like,
you should go on Fortnite because you'd probably wreck.
You would wreck.
They're all squeakers, Jamie.
Especially, yeah, people on
So we have played Fortnite and we have wrecked
There
before.
you go.
Corey, have you played it on the Switch now, right?
Yes.
Have you noticed everyone's shit on the Switch now?
Yeah, that's terrible. I know that you can play on Switch and you use the Pro Controller, which I've got.
Yeah.
It's just God mode, you just win.
Yeah,
There's nothing anyone can do to you. Because everyone's using the shitty Switch controller, which like, they just aren't any good. So if you play with the proper controller that I've got, which I probably will do now,
Yeah.
I'll just win. I'll just win.
You know what? I was surprised by the quality of it on the Switch. Like even playing it on the actual Switch, it looks good. It plays well.
It is absolutely fine for the Switch.
Yeah. It's quite
I
well.
might give it a go on the Switch.
Obviously, it's going to run on mobile. It's going to run on.
Yeah.
But like, I love the fact that you can get literally everyone in the room with a Switch all playing together without having to be online. Like, in terms of, like it's just literally connected with that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And then
really
Jamie,
cool.
because you haven't got a Switch, you can sit there playing on your phone.
No.
I'd say, or your PC actually. There you go. You can just play on the PC. Or an Xbox, just not PlayStation, because, you know, Sony. Bitches.
You can see you can't play with anyone then. Well, we've got the option for PC, so we'll just do that.
Yeah. I think definitely that the places I'll be playing Fortnite are on my Switch and the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because it makes more sense now. Now that they're like cross, progression.
Yeah.
Not that I've made any progression whatsoever. Do you know Fortnite? Quick question: do you have to buy the battle pass to get any skins or anything, or make any progression in terms of like?
I don't exactly know what the battle packs do, to be honest. I haven't played enough to find out.
I've just got the generic skin, and I'm wondering whether do I unlock stuff during the season if I just play, or do I have the battle pass thing?
You do. I think you get you get like rewards as you level up and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know how long it takes to get anything.
Yeah, because the one day that me, Jake, and Nathan played,
Did you unlock stuff?
Nathan got a weird skin. And we all had this dance, and that's what we did on the start screen for like 20 minutes. Is all just like trying to dance at the same time.
Yeah. So now it's on Switch, I'm more likely to get into it in terms of just playing for like 20 minutes. We've got 20 minutes to spare. Whereas when I go on my PlayStation or my Xbox, I've got stuff to play. But like on my Switch, I've got I'll just have a quick game of Fortnite.
Yeah, I might download it on Switch.
I reckon it'd be fun. Yeah. Shame we can't play with Jake because he's got PlayStation.
I'll go on my PlayStation if Jake.
Well, yeah, but like we have to have two.
It's not
to have two separate accounts.
Well, good for me. I have both, so I'm all good. Well, technically, I have like everything that Fortnite is on. I have
But
it.
doesn't it separate all the stuff you get on Switch you won't have on PlayStation?
It literally don't matter because it's all cosmetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
but stuff like that. This is where where I come into it with the way I play the games. That cosmetic stuff, I could not care any less about. Does not make a difference. As long as it doesn't make any difference to gameplay, couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I'm never going to purchase anything on Fortnite, and I'm never going to purchase anything on. I'm never going to purchase anything on Overwatch.
Yeah.
If it isn't going to change the game, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Completely agree there. Yeah.
I can allow all the squeakers to play their thousands of pounds.
Yeah, for that John
They
Wick
can pay for
skin.
my game, thank you very much.
That John Wick skin that keeps killing us, and then you see all 20 John Wicks walking around. I'm like, well, it's not. It takes the.
Doesn't make you better though, does it?
You're not John Wick if you've got 20 of them running around, mate.
Some Matrix shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is that it? Is
I
that
That's
it?
it, guys.
I heard one more thing. I heard that Resident Evil 2 Remake's going to have the same difficulty system that Resident Evil 4 has, but just nobody knows that it has it.
What's that mean?
So, in Resident Evil 4, see now, even I didn't know this till a few months ago.
Does it ramp up by the skill?
Depending on how good you are, the game gets hard.
That's why
harder.
it's piss easy for me.
So, like, I watched this video where this guy was like, did you know it did this? And he showed a video of him playing rubbish, and then he goes into this room, and it's one of the hardest parts of the game. And there's like, the three, you don't know, Chris, because you didn't get past the barn.
Oh.
Anyway, you go in, it's when like, you gotta lift Ashley up either side, and it's really annoying, and there's all the come with the shields, and they're trying to smack the shit out of you. Anyway, he goes in, and there's like 3 enemies, and I'm like, what? And then he shows gameplay of him absolutely wrecking. He goes in, there's like 7 people there, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even know it did this. But apparently Resident Evil 2 is going to have
So it's
that.
going to throw more zombies at you the better they are, basically.
Well, they've said that is a thing, but then I've also read that they've said if you want to play the game assisted,
Easy mode.
they are going to put
Maybe
that
that's
into.
mode.
They said they're going to accommodate for that too, because obviously people just want to play the game.
Yeah.
You don't
That's
want
what I
to.
like playing games on easy mode sometimes. Because
You
if I just
don't
want to
wanna
get
get
through it,
runs.
I'll breeze through it. I don't care.
If you just want to get through it and find out the end of the story of that game that's been out for over 20 years, then, it's good for you. Play it on easy mode.
Yeah. Definitely.
They said they want to keep the feel of the dread and the tension, though, so I don't know how
That's
easy it's going to be.
Yeah, I like that. That's what you want in a
It'll
survival
probably
horror
just
game.
lock the difficulty. Like,
I watched a really good video of the demo of the Resident Evil 2 demo. God plays it, and he's just like, he's not playing it. He's doing it to like test stuff, like how stuff works. Like he's shooting zombies in the knee to see how they go down and how you can attack them after that, and like how environmental stuff works. It's like a really technical look at the demo for Resident Evil 2. It's pretty interesting actually. It's really good. It's in like 4K. It's like super high quality.
Yeah,
I'll send you the video if you can
yeah.
find it. It looks really good.
like when the day after all the demos started to come out.
Okay, watch like 6 or 7
I
people.
literally,
go
I
through
watched
it.
like
And
that. I
you
watched
said
the
there were
same
shit
video.
people.
Oh my god! Do you know what? I don't like the first
No, I
person
get
I watched.
that.
I was like, this guy is absolutely appalling at this game, and the more I watch, I'm like, this game must be really.
I get
hard.
that though, because when you're playing at EGX and you've got people watching you, don't you just not do as well?
But like,
No, these people sent the demo. This isn't.
It's
And they're not playing at
annoying.
E3, like.
It's annoying
Because
because
a lot of people recorded at E3.
you watch it and they're like running past like FA sprays or they're running past green herbs, and then they get that book and it's like the drawings in that book. That's the puzzle. You've walked past 2 of these statues. You should have done this puzzle. Like you should have got half the gems for this puzzle by now. Like, come on, mate. this game-
What you got to think is they've got 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So
and you know
what
what?
can I actually
They've
do?
got to show the
gameplay
gameplay.
between 20 minutes.
No, but it always goes to everyone's demo goes to the exact same part. So I don't think it's necessarily in time. I think it's just when you get to that part. But like, there's the statue up the stairs. You walk up the stairs, it's there.
No,
You
you
need to turn them things in the right order to get the gem out.
I
And
get
then the guy
when
gives
you're
you the book,
watching
it's
someone,
there.
when you're doing it for a video, like I assume they want to do it so you're not like sitting there reading to it for 5 minutes, you're not like going to pick up
It's
all
a
the...
picture. It's
No,
the
you
guy's
know what I
like,
mean?
look at these pictures in this book, and they're literally the answer to the puzzle
Yeah,
there.
they
And I'm like,
wanna-
oh, they'll go and solve that puzzle now.
they
No.
want to make the video end as entertaining as possible, so that might be why.
Well, I want to see someone solve this puzzle.
But you will when the game comes out.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, but do you know what the worst part is? I'm like,
Surely you know the puzzle anyway already.
Apparently they've
It's a remake.
changed some of the puzzles.
They have changed them,
I don't
yeah.
know. Well, guess we'll find
They've
out.
also changed the jump scares as well, so you don't know.
Yeah, because when Leon goes down that corridor and there's a knock on the window, I'm like, oh my god, this is where the liquor's going to come out. And then no liquor comes out, and I'm
They'll
like,
probably
what?
change where those dogs come through the window as well.
That's Resident Evil 1, Chris.
Did you Resident Evil 1?
Yeah.
No, there's dogs in 2.
It's the liquor that
Yeah, but
was
not when you
through
saw the dogs come through the window
Okay.
in Resident Evil 1.
I might be thinking about the old Resident game that I played with Tank Control Outbreak.
God, don't mention that.
Set at
Game.
the same time, in the same place, in that.
Well, it's
Police place.
Outbreak, yeah, I played Outbreak.
That's a good game, though.
I played Outbreak too, as well.
Corey's just trying to be generous to you, Chris.
I am, yeah, from Heights.
Oh god, there's 2 editions as well, but I don't like.
2 editions.
There's 2 different editions, and you get loads of skins.
Oh,
and
editions.
What if this just sets the precedent to just remake all the Resi games?
Do it. Because then I'll play them.
Because after these, we've got 3, and then. Oh, I wonder if I do Code Veronica.
They're not. Yeah, do Code Veronica as a fucking love that game. It's the only one I've played.
Oh, to be fair, it wouldn't be hard to make 3 after 2 because it's basically it's set at the same time as well, so everything.
It's the same game with the same graphics and everything before, wasn't it? And then it wasn't like upgraded or anything, was it? So it's gonna be the same code in terms of like rebooting.
It's set in the city, but it's set obviously from Jill's perspective.
And there was no major gameplay changes to it, was there?
Not really.
I think it'd probably be as easy. But saying that, how long does it take to do this fucking one?
Yeah, but once this one's done, they can easily like.
True. Yeah.
They should remake 4. They should.
Do they need to? It's not.
They don't need to, but if they did, it would be.
If the only fucking HD remakes, if you added that.
I don't care. I'll keep playing them. That's my
Do
Skyrim.
you know why they need to stop the remakes for? Because they don't need to do remake 5 or 6.
No, we don't. We don't need.
They will.
Resident Evil 3 will be easy to pound out because it uses a lot.
Do you know what? They will. They'll remake 5 eventually. Not anytime soon, but eventually, simply because it's the one that sold the most.
It upsets me that that's the best selling Resident
Do you know what it is?
game.
Everyone loved 4. They're like, oh yeah, the next one, and then it wasn't as good. But they still bought it at that point, so that's what it sold the most.
That's the worst one in the franchise.
And
At this point, has it still sold more than 4?
Yeah.
Even after all like, the releases and...
I don't know how to go after that though.
Google it,
Maybe.
Corey. Do God's work.
Would be weird. I wouldn't be surprised.
4 is the best goddamn game in the series apart from 2.
How are you getting that one now?
Fight me.
Happy days. No one likes 1 though. Apparently.
One's alright.
Is it just that? Is it the case where the second one just made the stuff from the first one so much better?
Like, 1 remake was really good.
No, I mean like, originally, is it the case where, like an Assassin's Creed 2 to Assassin's Creed, where Assassin's Creed 1 was shit?
But yeah, number 1.
But you liked it when it was
Yeah,
but then 2 was so much better that it just looked shit compared to
2 brought down into it, so
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. When it was Ginger, he's not Ginger anymore, babe.
But at what cost?
His face, apparently. But yeah, you found out for it.
I'm just looking now.
Oh, okay, we'll just fill in the
Research.
dead side. It's all good. I want to play Overwatch now.
Me too. That's what I'm going to do when I finish. No, I want to finish Teen Wolf. I've got 2 more episodes of Teen Wolf.
I'll get knocked out of a Mario
The Mario
tennis
tennis
tournament again.
The cat's finally gone to sleep now.
Is she?
She had some other water and she's gone to sleep.
Bless her. Have you found out yet, Corey?
Yes,
Corey, you're keeping us in
it's
so much.
looking like... Oh, Resi 5 is there. It's going down. Give me a second. It is Resi 5, but only by a little bit.
That's disgusting. That's actually
It
disgusting.
didn't even work properly.
Resi 5, yeah.
It was shit on PC.
Oh.
It
It's
didn't work on
not
PC.
even the fact that it's shit, or it like the story was the crap. Jamie just said like the game's broke.
No, it was a bad port, wasn't it? It was a console port to PC. It was a bad port, apparently.
Yeah.
Like it was just.
That was a lot.
It was just wasn't a good game. It was Call of Duty with Chris in it, punching boulders and shit.
On super fucking Resi steroids.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
You finally get to take Wesker down, and that's how he went
In a
out.
volcano
Like
with
a
a rocket
bitch.
launcher. Because why not? That's the only way he's going. That's a pretty badass way to go.
You know what? Like, they could bring Resident Evil 8 out, and Capcom would come out like Wesker clawed himself out the volcano, yeah, and then every fan would be like, "Yeah, I'm listening."
every Resi fan's like, they're like, Wesker's. It's like Boba Fett with Star Wars. No one will accept their fate.
No,
That's what it is.
it's because he's pulled that shit
I'm
before.
one of those in
That's
Star
what it
Wars.
is.
So.
He's always pretending like he's dead, and then he's not. Do you know what was good,
Like,
Corey?
okay.
When the Outbreak
What?
foil, not the Outbreak, that's Chrissy's shitty one. What are they called?
Shut up, a good game.
One of them cool ones, the spin-offy ones with Claire and Barry and.
Umbrella Chronicles.
No, the
The
one.
shitty wee ones.
No, it come out on the 3DS first, and then the
Revelations.
Revelations. They're good.
I was going to play that the other
I
day.
really enjoyed them.
It's on Game Pass.
I've got
Oh,
them.
good.
I've got it on.
Can we play it together? Is it a two-player game?
The second one.
Revelations 2 is, yeah.
We can play that on Game Pass.
No, because then someone has to be the bitch with no gun, and I'm not doing that.
How about you be the other one with the gun?
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that is
Why
effective.
do I not have a gun?
You can't play the game. You gotta play the game.
I can't be asked. It put me off now saying I don't have a gun.
Well, play it on your own then. Anyway.
But yeah, that was a podcast, guys.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there. I need to go do stuff in my life.
Yeah,
Me too.
you can get this podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and all that jazz. I don't know if it's on the Google Music yet. It might be.
Yeah.
And going up as a YouTube video as well.
Cool. Wicked.
So we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.
If you like that video and want to see more like it, then click this playlist button here. If you happen to want to subscribe to us and check out all our content, then click this amazing sexy button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed to us, well then you are already an awesome human being.